Members are hoping a new reward will help bring in new clues to solve the murder of an 18-year-old man in Ontario last year. Jesus Sanchez was shot and killed while at a Halloween party. 4 others were also shot but survived their injuries. KTLA 5's Shelby Nelson live in Ontario with more on the reward. Hi, Shelby.
Hi, Lou. Yeah, that family is just as devastated as they were day one in October when they got word that 18-year-old Jesus Sanchez was hit by a bullet and killed right outside an Ontario home where he was attending a Halloween party. He was actually just leaving with his girlfriend and friends when it happened. Well, now there is a $50,000 reward to find the person responsible from the governor's office, and his family tells me that they are doing everything they can. They're not going to stop until they find justice.
Que él no mató nomás a una persona, él mató una familia entera.
And that is Jesus Sanchez's mother. She says the person responsible didn't just kill her son, but the whole family. Life hasn't been the same for them. The grief has been just overwhelming. She feels like sometimes there's no purpose for anything in her life after losing her only son. He was the oldest of 3 kids. Jesus Sanchez went to a Halloween party, as I said, the night of October 22nd with his girlfriend and some friends at a home on Bonnie Brae Court near Campus Avenue in Ontario. His parents say he told them where he was going, as he always did. Now, the homeowner where the party was didn't want to speak to us on camera, but says it was supposed to be a private party for just family and friends. Well, more people ended up arriving to the party, and that's when it got too big, so the homeowners decided to shut it down. Now, Ontario police say that either a fight or an argument happened right outside the home, and that's when someone started firing a gun. Police were called just after midnight Saturday morning, and at the time, Jesus's family says he and his friends were already leaving. They heard the gunshots and started to run, but ultimately Jesus and 4 other people were hit. The others were injured but did survive.
I was full of hope that he was going to be okay. And then after that, I just never got to see him again. I still can't process my emotions. I'm angry because he was a very good soul, very kind-hearted. He was always there for me, and to hear that someone took his life, someone who doesn't have morals. My brother never looked for anything. Like my parents said, he never had problems.
Now, dozens of people showed up to a vigil here at the Ontario Police Department after Jesus's death. Ontario police say no weapon was found at the scene, but there were bullet casings. Now, they've exhausted all their leads, which is mainly what led up to this new $50,000 reward. The governor's office announced that reward on Friday. Along with that announcement, there were 2 other cases where rewards are being offered for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the suspects in 2 other cases, as well as Jesus Sanchez's. Now, meanwhile, back out here at Ontario Police, now earlier I spoke with the family, and they tell me that they are going to do everything they can. As I said, they have actually been going to city council meetings every month since the death of Jesus, trying to put pressure, making sure that everybody knows that they're not backing down and they want this person caught. Reporting live in Ontario, I'm Shelby Nelson, KTLA 5 News.
Shelby, thank you.